Puerto Princesa Underground River, Palawan, Philippines. Hello and welcome to our travel vlog. We travel from Puerto Princesa in Palawan to Sabang, where we switch to a pump boat that takes us to the underground river. The ride with van from Puerto Princesa to Sabang is 80 kilometers, 50 miles, and takes approximately 2 hours. Please subscribe to my channel and like and share my video. We wait approximately 1 hour to get a seat on a pump boat from Sabang to underground river. Here are locals selling everything, such as dry bags and souvenir hats. The Puerto Princesa Subterranean River National Park is a protected area of the Philippines. Located about 80 kilometers or 50 miles north of the city center of Puerto Princesa, Palawan. The river is also called Puerto Princesa Underground River. The national park is located in the Saint Paul mountain range on the western coast of the island. It is bordered by Saint Paul Bay to the north and the Babuyan River to the east. The city government of Puerto Princesa has managed the national park since 1992. The entrance to the subterranean river is a short hike or boat ride from the town Sabang. We will take one of these boat rides to visit the underground river. The boat trip from Sabang to the underground river is approximately half an hour. My wife, Edelyn, and her younger sister Miriam. Wear aqua shoes, trekking sandals, or rubber slippers, because you will get wet. Your clothes and things can get wet on the trip, so remember to wear clothes that can withstand water. And bring a dry bag to ensure your water-sensitive belongings. Always sunshine, even in the rainy season. Remember sunscreen, mosquito repellent, a life jacket, and your bottle with clean drinking water. Here we arrive at the beach, where we go ashore to enter the Puerto Princesa Underground River. Before we heading on to the estuary, we get photographed, here in front of a sign with the underground river. I counted 60 pump boats on the beach here at the Puerto Princesa Underground River. We follow the signs showing the way to the entrance to the river. And boarding the boat that we were assigned. 6 to 8 people can be seated in each boat, with a guide. Always wear the provided life vests and hard hats for your safety. And then we sail into the cave. Upriver approximately 1.5 kilometers.
And by the way, these are not bats. Yung lumilipad are birds. These are swallow birds. The bats are still sleeping.
It's prohibited to touch the rock wall and stick your fingers into the water to avoid disturbing the ecosystem, and talk loudly inside the cave chambers to disturb the bats.
If you want to see bats, look up. Samien, Samien, Pianfu. Follow the light over your head. Pianfu.
Keep your mouth closed when looking up. You don't want to get any surprise gifts in exchange for your bewilderment from above, where the bats are. Puerto Princesa Underground River tour brings us approximately 1.5 kilometers into the 8.2 kilometers deep cave. And it takes approximately 45 minutes. Our permission will not allow us to go any further along the underground river. You will need to have a special permit to go further into the cave. In 2010, a group of environmentalists and geologists discovered that the underground river has a second floor, which means that there are small waterfalls inside the cave. They also found a cave dome measuring 300 meters or 980 feet above the underground river, rock formations, large bats, a deep water hole in the river, more river channels, and another deep cave, as well as marine creatures and more. Deeper areas of the underground river are almost impossible to explore due to oxygen deprivation. In the cave we experience the beautiful stalactites and stalagmites that nature has created over millennia. Elongated forms of various minerals deposited from solution by slowly dripping water is called stalactites and stalagmites. A stalactite hangs like an icicle from the ceiling or sides of the cave. A stalagmite appears like an inverted stalactite, rising from the floor of the cave. Puerto Princesa Nationalpark is a protected nature conservation area in the Philippines. The park is located in Saint Paul mountain range on the western coast of the island of Palawan. Approximately 80 kilometers, 50 miles, north of Puerto Princesa. And has been administered by the City Council in Puerto Princesa since 1992. It was listed as one of the UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1999 and voted in as a new 7 Wonders of Nature and the Ramsar Wetland Site in 2012. On November 11, 2011, Puerto Princesa Underground River was provisionally chosen as one of the new 7 wonders of nature. This selection was officially confirmed on January 28, 2012.
Side po, last supper. The castle rock on top of this very big candle. At saka po, 3K.
Many of the structures here in the cave have been given names from the outside world. Like the carrot, the king and the peanuts for associating with some things from the outside.
And here on your right side, it's the jellyfish formation.
Of course, moving so deep into a mountain is not without risk. I believe that the security measures are top-notch, but you should, at least just consider whether you want to take a trip in here if you suffer from claustrophobia, since here are some passages that are very low and narrow.
Ayan, nakikita ko na po yung liwanag sa labas. We're almost done.
Then we can finally see light at the end of the tunnel, for that is simply the end of this trip. It's the same place we came in, so there is only one entrance and exit here to the Puerto Princesa Underground River in Palawan.
Congratulations po sa inyo ha. At naging successful po ang inyong visit sa isa sa 7 wonders. Kaya 6 na lang yung pupuntahan nyo.
This is one of the reasons to keep your hard hat on during the entire trip.
Pogi. Oh, ulo.
While outside again, may I say, it was an amazing experience and it was all worth it. If possible, we will definitely return here again, if opportunity arises. Monitor lizards have long necks, powerful tails and claws, and well-developed limbs. They live wild here. If you are willing to try anything at least once, want to marvel how beautiful things are even in the darkest of places, then do visit this subterranean river. Voted as one of the top wonder of nature. Then the journey goes back to Sabang and Puerto Princesa. Back in Sabang we spent a little time strolling around for some souvenirs, before we entered the van, and went back to Puerto Princesa. Puerto Princesa City Bay Walk is filled with a lot of delicious eateries. They offer everything from octopus, crocodile stew, fish, clams, sea urchins, shrimp, crabs, pork chops and ice cream. My traveling companions on this trip were my lovely sister-in-law Miriam and my sweet wife Edelyn. Please subscribe to my channel and like and share my video.